Okay, before we start the video, I just want to acknowledge my baby hairs really quick. I am a novice to the baby hair game. I'm new to it. So if you just want to leave a little comment on how great they look, just want you to know I worked really hard. I worked really hard on them and I just wanted to point them out. Okay, let's get into the video. So what is this video going to be about? I'm going to tell you guys how I caught COVID-19, the first symptoms that I had, going to go get tested, isolation and quarantine, the upsetness I felt. I don't even think that's the word. The anger that I felt while in quarantine, the emotions, every single thing. We're going to talk about it. And also how I overcame it and how I found my peace again and how I found my joy. And most importantly, we're going to talk about the importance of social distancing, wearing a mask, and quarantining. I don't know why it took me forever to say that, but it's so important. So let's get right into it. Okay, so what is coronavirus? I'm pretty sure we all know by now, but according to the CDC, it is an illness caused by a virus that can spread from person to person. They say that the symptoms can range from mild to severe and sometimes deadly. To break that down to simpler terms, basically it's a virus that you don't want to catch at all. I can tell you that I was at a celebration. I was around quite a few people. And personally speaking, I think for me, it was a combination of not social distancing. I was not wearing a mask and I was sharing food. I was sharing drinks, sharing things that, I shouldn't have been sharing. So I think that the virus had the opportunity to enter into my body from not social distancing, one, and also not wearing a mask. My symptoms, like most people, came almost immediately. However, they were not severe. All I had was a slight headache and then a stomach ache. And I thought because I had been drinking, I was partying, I was engaging in a lot of things that, hey, it comes with it, right? It comes with the ticket. But I think the biggest mistake I made was ignoring my body. And that's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this. Well, one of the main things is not to ignore your body. Listen to what your body has to say to you. If you know you're not someone who always has a temperature, always has a headache, whatever it may be, stomach ache, please go get checked out. Please, I beg of thee, go get checked out. That definitely would have prevented a lot of stress if I would have just listened to my body in the beginning once the headache and the stomach ache came on. Okay, look, I'm just gonna be real. The test sucked, okay? The test sucked. It was uncomfortable, however, it was quick. So if you're someone like me that is the biggest scaredy cat ever, have your saving grace be the fact that it was a quick test. It is necessary. It is needed for you to know if you do have coronavirus or not. Do not self-diagnose yourself. Do not self-medicate yourself without going to go get the proper procedures, and that's going to go get tested for COVID. Yes, it sucked. Yes, it was uncomfortable, but it was quick and it was necessary. So please, go get tested. My fifth point, and possibly the most important point, is going into isolation, self-quarantine while you're waiting for your results. I definitely think the reason why that COVID is spreading so rapidly is that people are either, one, not paying attention to their body, or two, they're going to go get tested and still going out into the world. They're still going to work, they're still going to parties, and they're doing things that are non-essential. And I get it, you waiting for your results or you don't think anything's wrong, but please, before you get the results, self-isolate. I went to get my results at 1 p.m. I was already in quarantine at an Airbnb at 3 p.m. and I stayed there for 14 days. And it was difficult, it was lonely, but I think the best decision I made, not just for myself, but for my family, for my loved ones, is to self-quarantine while I was waiting for the results. And I didn't even get the results until 5 days later after the test, but I decided to go into quarantine. And I thank God every day that no one caught COVID-19 from me. And it's definitely because I self-quarantined immediately.
Quarantine.
Okay, quarantine and self-isolation is not fun, okay? Keyword isolation. You're by yourself. However, it was necessary. I think the first 2 days were the worst. I was so angry. I was mad. I was upset. How did this happen to me? Like, yes, I'm fluffy, you feel me? But I'm healthy for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I'm vegan. Like, this can't happen to me. But it took me a long time to accept that I was going through COVID-19. And a crazy thing is, remember I told you not to wait to get to your results in order to quarantine. As soon as I got into the hotel the next day, I developed a cough. My body fatigue got worse. I couldn't smell. I couldn't taste. I was weak. I had the headache, the stomach ache, everything going on at once. And it was tough because I was by myself. However, I knew that I wouldn't put nobody else in danger. So again, please quarantine if you are waiting for your results. If you have the smallest inkling, do not wait for your results to come back to quarantine. They're going to take 5 days, and with the way things are going, they can even take up to 2 weeks. So be safe for not just yourself, but for your loved ones in quarantine. A little bit more about the symptoms specifically. On the 5th day, I did develop a cough. I read everywhere that the cough is dry. Sorry, CDC, the cough is definitely wet. I was coughing up a lot of clear mucus. My body felt as if I had been hit by a freaking train. So much body fatigue. I lost my taste. I lost my smell. It was hard for me to walk. My legs were weak. My arms were weak. And I got really low. Physically, I got so low. And mentally, you're also it's gonna do a number on you too. But you have to speak life over your body. You have to speak prayer over your body and believe that even though things are getting worse, they're going to get better. One thing that gave me all the peace in the world was taking showers. Believe it or not, the water brought so much calmness. It gave me peace and allowed me to just be and feel again. The second thing is Gatorade. I've never been one to drink Gatorade. I've always thought it was just for athletes. Then my aunt was like, you should drink Gatorade. And I feel like this is a common thing amongst everybody else except for me. Gotta be. But Gatorade, Powerade, Body Armor, give me a contract. That definitely helped out. It gave me strength. And it put all the electrolytes back in my body. So although there is not a true medicine or vaccine for COVID, I'm gonna go off the books and just say Gatorade is one of the main aids. The third thing was sleep, rest. Please allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to just take that moment and just get away. If you have to put your phone on airplane mode, well, maybe not airplane mode, but put it on sleep mode, set your favorites. You must get rest and allow your body to build its strength back up. Allow your body to rejuvenate. The fourth and most important thing to me was prayer. When I was by myself, all I had was myself. So I spent a lot of time talking to God and praying to God. I let him know that I was very upset with him. Very upset. Even though it was all my fault why I caught it. But I was mad because he let it happen. But I definitely did a lot of prayer. And I asked God that, I let him know that I want to live. I want longevity. And I want to live to tell my story. So whether you're someone who is not a believer of Christ, believer, whatever it is that you want it to be, make sure you spend time with meditating and being with yourself and praying over your body and speaking life over your body. Is it really too much to ask to wear a mask at all times, especially when you're out in public, specifically when you're out in public? And if you don't agree with that, I feel sorry for you. I do. You should want to protect each other. You should want to look out for your fellow man. You should want to protect yourself. It's not that hard. It's not going to be permanent. It's only temporary. It's when you're out in public. Wear the damn mask. And finally, my last point. One of my good friends once told me, you can't make a true contribution to this world unless you're being good to yourself. Be good to yourself. Social distance and wear a mask. Look out for your fellow man and yourself. Do the right thing and make good decisions. It's been tough, but I promise if we stick together, if we wear our mask and social distance, we're going to come out far stronger than what we did once we went in. I just know it. I hope this video offered you a little education, a little knowledge. I hope it made you smile. I hope it gave you hope that you too can make it out of COVID-19. It won't defeat you. It won't. You can do it, okay? And you can be supportive of someone who's going through it. Stay safe, make the right decisions, and wear a freaking mask. I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Lil Juke made it.